Hi, I'm Adam from RTINGS.com. Today we'll be doing a review of the Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT. We'll be evaluating it on our standardized test bench to see how it performs and if you should buy it. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT is an ultra-lightweight wireless gaming mouse with a symmetrical shape. It's based on the popular Logitech G Pro Wireless, but several changes have been made to drastically reduce its overall weight. It's one of the lightest gaming mice currently available, and it's a popular choice with more hardcore gamers and professional esports players as well. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT has a straightforward, almost minimal look to it. It doesn't have traditional gamer-oriented design features like RGB lights or aggressive hard-edge shape. Instead, the G Pro X SUPERLIGHT could be easily mistaken for an office mouse, and it's available in either a matte white or a matte black color. Unfortunately, while the Logitech G Pro Wireless is a true ambidextrous model with a pair of modular buttons on either side of the mouse, the SUPERLIGHT only has two side buttons on the left. A lighter mouse can help you make faster movements. This can give you an advantage in reaction-based games and first-person shooters. On the other hand, you may prefer a heavier, more comfortable mouse for other game genres or other use cases in general. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT is exceptionally lightweight, weighing only 59 grams. Despite being almost identical to the Logitech G Pro Wireless, it's 23 grams lighter. And although it was released in winter 2020, it remains among the lightest gaming mice available today. Good build quality is important for overall longevity of your mouse and can also play a role in how comfortable it is to use. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT feels very well built. The exterior body is made of thin plastic, but it feels very sturdy. There's slight flexing in the body around the sensor area if you apply pressure directly from the bottom. And there's a hint of side travel on the left and right click buttons, but neither of these issues are noticeable during normal use. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT connects wirelessly and has an included cable for charging. Unfortunately, the charging cable is made of rubber and much less flexible than the power cord-like charging cables found on most other premium gaming mice. Also, it's an older micro USB cable, which means it doesn't charge quite as fast as newer USB-C cables, and it's yet another specialized cable you'll need to keep in your setup. Moving on to the mouse feet. The shape, location, thickness, and material of the feet contribute to how your mouse feels when you move it across your mouse pad or desk. The stock feet on the Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT are outstanding. The plastic receiver cover of the mouse underside also has an included PTFE replacement if you'd prefer an even more surface area, as you see here. There you go. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT is almost universally suitable for all grip types and hand sizes. However, if you have small hands, you won't be able to comfortably reach the furthest forward side button using a fingertip grip. The sensor is the essential component of your mouse. It's responsible for translating your movement into the cursor movements you see on screen. First up, CPI or DPI. This stands for counts per inch and relates to the sensitivity of your mouse. A wide CPI range with precise adjustment steps is important. Everyone has different sensitivity preferences, but most gamers prefer CPI settings between about 100 and 4000. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT has a remarkably wide CPI range. You can adjust the set CPI very precisely, which is great if you're very particular about your sensitivity. Next, the liftoff distance. This is how high the sensor needs to be before it stops registering the surface beneath your mouse. A high liftoff distance means you have to lift your mouse up higher for it to stop tracking. A lower liftoff distance means your sensor stops tracking sooner as you lift and begin moving your mouse. The minimum liftoff distance on the G Pro X SUPERLIGHT is very low. If you have smaller mousepad or play on low CPI sensitivity settings, you won't have to worry about the sensor picking up unwanted movement when you lift and reposition your mouse. Unfortunately, the liftoff distance isn't adjustable. Polling rate is measured in hertz, and it dictates how often the sensor reports its position to your computer. Typically, depending on your setup, you'll want to use the highest polling rate possible as higher values result in smoother cursor movements. This mouse supports polling rates up to 1000 Hz. This is the current standard for gaming mice and results in smooth cursor movement in-game. Click latency is a measurement on how long it takes for your mouse to click and to be registered by your computer once you click it. A lower click latency can play a crucial role in how responsive your gaming experience feels, as any millisecond can make the difference between winning and losing. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT has excellent click latency. It's more than suitable for gaming in any genre and delivers a very responsive in-game experience. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT has the standard 5-button layout, all of which you can program using the customization software. You can also assign a G-Shift button that toggles to a secondary layer of controls if you need more inputs. Unfortunately, it lacks a dedicated CPI button behind the scroll wheel, which is a common feature on many other gaming mice. Additionally, the scroll wheel itself lacks left and right inputs and doesn't unlock for free scrolling mode, like on some of the other more versatile gaming mice or office mice. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT connects wirelessly with its USB receiver. Logitech advertises a battery life of up to 70 hours, and there's an internal compartment, as you see here, where you can store the USB receiver in when you're not using it. Moving on to software. Robust companion software can be helpful for customizing sensor specifics, button mapping, and adjusting RGB lighting, not in this case, however. Not all gamers will see it as necessary, and some mice have simple customization controls directly on the mouse itself. The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT uses Logitech's G Hub software for customization. It has a clean, straightforward layout, and it's easy to reprogram buttons or adjust the CPI and polling rate. This mouse also has onboard memory, so you can save your custom settings and use them on other computers without the software installed. So this brings us to the main question: should you buy this mouse? The Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT is a high-performance, ultra-lightweight model that blows a lot of the competition right out of the water. Its shape is also extremely accommodating for nearly all hand sizes and grip types, making it a viable choice for almost everyone. Unfortunately, it's expensive. Although its safe universal shape is arguably one of its strong suits, it also means it may not fit quite as perfectly as a mouse that's tailored to a specific grip type and hand size range. Lastly, while it's a perfect choice for fast-paced FPS gaming, it's missing the extra features that would make it suitable for a wider range of gamers or productivity tasks. So, if you're looking for something versatile, there's plenty of other better options out there. For a very similar alternative, you may want to consider the more affordable Logitech G Pro Wireless. It's heavier, but it performs nearly identically, and it has modular side buttons for both sides, making it a great choice whether you're right or left-handed. For something slightly different, the Kone Pro Air is larger and has a more ergonomic right-handed shape with a thumb rest. It's also universally suitable for nearly all hand sizes and grip types. It has Bluetooth support, and it's still relatively lightweight at a respectable 71 grams. For a more radical option, the Pulsar X Lite Wireless is less expensive than the SUPERLIGHT, but performs nearly identically and weighs exactly the same. However, the body is covered in pill-shaped cutouts on the top and both sides, and it isn't as comfortable to hold as the solid plastic shell of the SUPERLIGHT. The underside also lacks a traditional button plate and leaves the internals very exposed.